What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Diamond League Season 2 Grand Finals. I'm the captain of the Knights of Ren, Renegade, and we're ready to hit the field against the Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Every single one of our opponents played a great season, but we're here to take the gold. Win or lose, thank you to the administrators, thank you to our opponents, and most of all, thank you to my team for getting me here. We're going to tab into the game. Get ready to launch. We're going to do one continuous long shot of the games. We're going to stay tabbed in the whole time. And I'm really excited to get going here. Without further ado, let's hit the field. Okay, a little bit anticlimactic here. Three? In the top left corner of Simulacrum, as the Green Zerg, first up, for the defending champions, the Knights of Ren, it's Furious Styles. And in the bottom right corner, as the, I don't even have a word for him, the All-Killer, the Destroyer of Man, the Shredder of Hopes and Dreams. For the Lions, Tigers, and Bears, first up on the field, it's Physics Noob. Physics Noob is virtually undefeated this season. He suffered like one loss the entire season. He has several all-kills under his belt. He has destroyed entire teams' hopes of the playoffs and hopes of reaching the championship on his own. Furious Styles has had great performance over the past week, taking multiple tournaments, including the special play-in tournament that the Knights of Ren had in order to see who was going to play first today. That's right, the Knights took each other down in one-on-one combat to see who would be first to hit the field. The Knights had a great season, starting off with an unprecedented 7 wins in a row, all killing the entire team league, and then slapping on another 2 wins to finish that off before finally losing their first match. And it was indeed to the Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Furious Styles is opening with his signature 6 Lings. Okay, Furious has a wraparound on Physics Nat. Physics is going for a defensive spine in the main. He's sending some drones down to defend this. Now, this is actually not the correct response here. Furious Styles is going for a Baneling nest behind this instead of an expansion. You pull the drones to defend if it's just going to be, you know, the initial 8 to 12 Lings. I don't know. This could go very sideways for Physics Noob very quick. He's defending well so far. He has a queen out. He's dropped a spine. But he has a lot of drones that are vulnerable to Banelings. That said, Furious Styles is pretty late in morphing these 4 Banelings in. Physics Noob is going for the defense with an Evo Chamber as well. Physics. Oh, eats a huge Baneling Knit here from Furious Styles. Furious is going up the ramp. 2 Banelings will connect with these drones. How good are the connections going to be, though? 3 drones go down to 2 Banelings. Not best, not the worst here for Furious Styles. Physics Noob has held. Furious is continuing to pump out Lings. Oh no. All the Banelings splash into the queens. Furious is continuing to rally to the front. He's not dropping an expansion behind this, although he does have the minerals. Physics is pouring Lings onto the field himself now. Furious Styles has finally decided to throw down a natural base. But Physics Noob has way bigger larvae production, a slightly bigger economy. Actually, it's like 20% bigger, so that's pretty significant. And he's rallying quite the army. Now, the good thing is Physics Noob did have to sink a lot of investment into these spine crawlers. So his economy didn't take off like it could have, but it's still pretty formidable. Furious does have a Baneling nest on the field. If he gets a couple great Baneling hits against these Lings, it could turn things around, but here they come into the natural. Physics gets us around. These Lings on move command, unfortunately for Physics Noob, so they will not kill the queen, or anything as a matter of fact. No, not like this! Finally, one of them starts attacking the queen, but it's a little bit late to the party. Furious has 3 Banelings morphing in. He needs to hold the line and not take too much damage in the meantime. Physics Noob collapses on the Banelings. 1's down, 2's down, the 3rd finishes but only kills a single Ling. Drones have begun to fight, and they have begun to fall. 6 drones going down right off the bat here for Furious Styles. Physics is going into melee. This is kind of a last gasp here for Furious Styles. 14 workers to 41. Not nearly enough damage for Furious Styles. He's going to hang in here. He's going to try to recover. but Physics Noob now has an impenetrable fortress for a natural base, and is going to send his lings across the map, where he will very likely get another cancel on the natural of the night. GG is called, and Physics Noob takes game number 1 for the Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Alright, we are going to get into game number 2 very quickly here. By the way, guys, I'm going to say this again later in the cast, but stay tuned, win or lose, after the presentation. I have a little something special for you guys that I made in honor of the league. So yeah, Penguins jersey. Okay. God, my hair looks awful. My headphone pushed it all back. Physics Noob has fallen, and GT Kung evens up the score 1-1. We have a series on our hands. The Titan, Physics Noob, has been defeated once again. This is not going to be an all-kill. This is going to be a real, hard, contested match in the Grand Finals. Alright, it looks like Koak has made the lobby. We're going to join him in there. And the second player from the Lions, Tigers, and Bears is going to be Hotbox Hero. I'm so anxious about tabbing into game now. In the top right corner of Eternal Empire, as the green Protoss, it's Hotbox Hero. In the bottom left, returning for the Knights of Ren, it's the orange Zerg, GT Kung. Both teams have their first point on the board. Hotbox is mauling off in the natural. Kung drops his second hatch. So, the Knights of Ren won the championship last season. It's a very similar record, actually. I think it was also 7-3, but the Knights went 7-3 in the season, then of course won in the semifinals to arrive here. The Lions, Tigers, and Bears had a little bit more of a turbulent season. Trading wins, trading losses. But I think they, in the end, also ended up 7-3. They just kind of split up their 7 wins, you know? Whereas the Knights got them all at the beginning of the season. Hotbox Hero, I think, thinks that Kung is a cheesy Zerg, which Kung definitely can be, right? But GT Kung can pull off a macro play just as easily. So there might be some strategy here, and Hotbox Hero picking a bigger map like Eternal Empire, go toe-to-toe with the Orange Zergon. Alright, but it looks like we're not going to have a macro play today. GT Kung has dropped a Baneling Nest and is making 6 more Zerglings. Hotbox Hero sending in the Adept, but the Adept waited a little bit to shade in. He's checking the drone count in the natural. Is he going to let the shade finish? Okay, no, he's not. He sees there's no third. And there's a Stalker in the wall.
We're taking it right now, man.
Kung, let the probe live.
How dare you?
I swear I heard voice. Oh my god. I'm still in Discord. Let me alt-tab real quick. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Hurry! Here Morphin the Banelings. Let's see what Hotbox Hero has scouted. He has not seen the Baneling Nests. Okay, he's gonna throw down 1 shield battery and a pylon. He does have an Oracle here as well, but he needs to send that Oracle out and start burning down Banelings. Alright, 2 Adepts and a Stalker here. This Oracle needs to turn on the laser. The Oracle goes out across the map. Oh no! Somehow the Banelings didn't break the Stalker. Those gateways are heavily injured but not dead, and GT Kung just used a ton of gas to make those Banelings go off. You can see that reflected in the worker disparity, 43 to 25. Two Oracles in the air for Hotbox Hero, and he's dropping a Forge as well as a Twilight Council, so it looks like our green Protoss is looking to make a macro play. Kung has some Lings spread out to counter if Hotbox makes a third. He does have safety spores in the main and in the natural, but GT Kung is going straight for a lair. He's not sneaking out too many drones. Five drones in total go down to the 2 Oracles, which isn't great for GT Kung. GT drops a Spire. I like this play. It's very high risk, very high reward. But when you're playing from behind like this, those are the kind of plays you really need to make. Ooh, a sentry drop to try and shut down the Overlord. This Oracle is going to town on those Lings. Terrible, terrible damage. GT Kung's Spire is almost finished. He's going to have enough money for 9 Muta when it pops and another shortly thereafter, or a +1 investment if he wants to. He needs to get damage done on the other side of the map while at the same time droning up behind this. And moving on to other tech. There's 10 Muta. There's the gas for an 11th, or +1 if he wants it. Hotbox is moving out with his ground army. There's only 3 Stalkers and a couple sentries here to deal with this. Oh no, here come the High Templar. Archons are on the field. Looks like Kung is going to be defensive here. I don't know if that's the right strategy. However, these Zealots are way far in front of the Archons. Hotbox isn't that dumb. He's going to mass up, go up the ramp as one. This is going to be a difficult hold for GT Kung. The Archons are firing on the Zerglings, not the Mutalisk. Does GT Kung have enough? It's gonna be tough. The Warp Prism goes down. There's a third Archon morphing in, though, and that means there's absolutely zero things these Mutalisks can do. The Muta get lasered out of the sky. Down go 15 drones. GG is called, and Hotbox Hero takes a second point for the Lions, Tigers, and Bears. in the bottom right corner of Nightshade as the orange Protoss, it's Hotbox Hero. And in the top left as the teal Toss, it's the Titan of the Knights of Ren here in his final game ever for the Tech 4 and Friends and Duddles Diamond League. It's the Kyojin. Kyojin has promoted to Masters. And pretty high up in Masters 3 as well. So this is very likely his final match ever in the Diamond League. Hotbox Hero took down GT Kung. Defending a Baneling bust. And then going for a 2-base push against the oncoming Muta of the Kung Fu Panda. Both players send out their scouting workers. Double Stalker from the Kyojin. Stalker Sentry from Hotbox Hero. That means the Kyojin's going to get aggressive in this proxy gate, like 100% confirmed. Like you don't proxy a gateway and then defend. That's simply not the way of life. Hotbox is not going to scout the proxy. Hotbox assuming a very defensive stance with a shield battery at the bottom of the ramp. I can't say that I've ever seen this positioning before, but it's going to work out for him for now. However, how will he deal with wave 2 of the aggression? Okay, there's 5 Stalkers. It's 3 Stalkers, 2 Sentry, but there's also a shield battery. I think Hotbox can hold. Both players drop their second Nexus. It's going to be around the same time as well. Kyojin is focus firing Stalkers. Hotbox is kind of letting his shots fly where they may. Kyojin bullies his way up the ramp. The Force Shield will hold for a little while, and that allows 3 Stalkers to get picked off here for the Kyojin. There are still enough to 3 volley this Immortal. Kyojin takes down the shield battery. Eats another Stalker in damage. Hotbox is holding. But Kyojin has taken the lead. 3 workers ahead is the Teal Toss, as well as 3 army supply, which seems like a tiny number, but when you're dealing with Protoss units, that number can make a little bit of a bigger difference. It really, like, army supply count, when you're talking about Protoss, even if it's a PvP, can really be a misleading number. It depends on the strength of the units. So Hotbox is ahead in army supply, but he's even farther ahead because of these Immortals. These are very high value units, as you can see them pick off 3 more Stalkers of the Kyojin. Hotbox, though, stopped producing probes for a little while. It's unknown why. It's unclear. He could afford them, but he just didn't make them. So the Kyojin should be pulling ahead here shortly. Hotbox will have a window where he can push across the map, and the Kyojin would be very vulnerable to a 2-base push, but I don't know, man. Kyojin warps in a bunch more Zealots, which are going to kind of hard counter the Immortals that Hotbox has on the field. He also has a Dark Shrine on the field, so yes, he is going to mix in 2 DTs. Oh, but he morphs them into an Archon. Okay, so Hotbox has now stopped producing units as he probes up, instead choosing to invest in +1 and a Twilight Council, most likely for an expansion. However, Kyojin's not going to give him the time. The sentries get cut down, the Immortals get cut down, and GG is called. The Kyojin evens up the score 2-2. Why is it... What is it trying to autofocus on, bro? Why don't you autofocus on my face, please? That's a little bit better. Oh man, they're throwing out the Grumples! The Grumpy Gills! This is an unexpected this is not who I expected them to field next. Oh no, now the music decides to start playing. It's a little bit too late there. In the top left corner, as the teal toss, it's the Titan of the Knights of Ren, the Kyojin. And in the bottom right, as the purple Zerg, up for Lions, Tigers, and Bears, it's Grumpy Gills. Score is 2-2. So the Kyojin, pretty established Masters Protoss. Hitting it this season. Grumpy Gills, though, has had a meteoric MMR climb. He has defeated me in the Cameral Star League quite soundly. He's a great guy running the Grumpy Games. He is going on Grumpy Games number 3, which is a huge prize pool tournament for Diamond and below players, and it's really a great benefit to the community that he does that. Grumpy is also opening with a hatch first, which is not the strategy I would have expected here against the Kyojin, but there it is. Grumpy returning to his roots as an honorable macro Zerg. Kyojin is also taking a second town hall. And I mean, if you haven't noticed already, we're finishing up on the last season's map pool. This is probably the final tournament that's going to be on this pool. The finals were actually supposed to take place last week, but we postponed them in honor of a couple events that were happening, so we didn't conflict and pull players and not have people be able to watch, etc. Kyojin isn't shading out of here, nor is he attacking the drones. Interesting. Wonder what else he's focused on. Okay, he's building a Void Ray as well. Well, Grumpy has dropped a third. Has the Kyojin scouted it? He has not. He's dropping a shield battery as well. I guess Grumpy does have an early Roach Warren, but this is more than likely going to be a 2.5 base all-in, I should think. There's a lair. Okay. Grumpy has no overlords on this side of the map. He's got to be going up to like 45 workers and then doing a Roach Rav, but he's only on 1 gas. I don't know, Kev. I really don't. Kyojin adds on another shield battery. Or, excuse me, he adds on a fleet beacon. Okay. There's a second Void Ray as well. Is this gonna be too... I don't know, man. Kyojin is eventually going to kill his own gateway so he can get his ground units out of his second base. Grumpy is sending out a couple Lings. Grumpy also going up to 64 workers. And it is going to be 2-base double Stargate carrier out of the Kyojin. I've never seen this strategy coming from the Kyojin before. Interesting. Grumpy is taking a 4th base at 6 minutes, which is a little bit quick. But does he know he needs to get out? Okay, he's going the Hydra route. Kyojin's trying to drop a 3rd. His first probe will be denied. It was very close. Alright, the carriers have been revealed. And it looks like Kyojin's going to go for it. Grumpy also drops a Spire. These roaches are more than enough to deal with the forces on the ground. But certainly not the carriers, and certainly not the Void Rays. There's a very low queen count here for the Zerg as well. Okay, there's 2 at this 3rd base. There's a transfuse on the 2nd queen! It doesn't go down. The Spines are taking care of the Zealots. And there's now only a Spore Crawler to deal with 2 carriers and a Void Ray. Down goes the Spore Crawler. 13 Hydra are about to pop, but 5 will go down at this 3rd location. Oh no, the Spore Crawlers are buying the Hydralisks time to get out. 1 Hydra does go down. Is that all of Grumpy's Inject Queens? Okay, no, he has 1 Inject Queen left. Kyojin's continuing to double pump carriers as he takes a 3rd. However, Grumpy has sent his roaches across the map. Kyojin does have a recall here. Oh, he's going to lose one of the carriers to the Hydra. This is actually really scary from Grumpy Gills. The Kyojin has 2 more carriers about halfway done. Grumpy didn't seal the deal on the carrier, so it's going to respawn its interceptors. This is going to be a tough hold for the Kyojin. There is a shield battery here to help out the carriers a little bit. Kyojin's trying to target down the Hydra. He will be successful in doing so. Does he have enough DPS to save the 3rd? He does not. Kyojin forced to restart his 3rd base for a 3rd time. +2 air weapons on the way here for the Protoss, as +1 is barely halfway done for Grumpy Gills. Grumpy is continuing to invest in Hydra and sneaks out 15 more drones. Kyojin's engaging before +2 air hits. Oh, but Grumpy retreats! He's gonna lose a lot of his forces! He could have been... would have been close to engage there, but he could have. This is a glitch. All these carriers are full. Okay. Interceptor goes to fight. 1 carrier falls, but so do every single Hydra. These roaches are just sitting here taking it like a man. +2 has hit for the Protoss, +1 has hit for Grumpy Gills. Kyojin focuses the hatch. Okay, these Hydra are a little bit oblivious. Down goes the defending queens. Hi, Amoxie. GG is called, and the Kyojin takes a third win for the Knights of Ren. The Lions, Tigers, and Bears are down to match point. I was trying to build tension by being quiet. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. We are down to what is potentially... Wait a second. Oh no, never do math on stream. Okay, so there are potentially 2 games left in this season. Two maps to be played. Will the Knights of Ren clinch their 2nd consecutive championship? Or will they fall 1 game short? Looks like Koek is trying to pick the next map. What is this music, actually? I guess it's fine. The next map is going to be Zen. As the Lions, Tigers, and Bears field Star Fox. Please hook into the game. Please hook into the game. Please hook into the game. OBS, please. Okay. Oh, thank God. In the top right corner of Zen, as the pink Protoss, it's Star Fox. And in the bottom left, as the teal toss for the Knights of Ren, it's the Kyojin. We are down to match point for the Lions, Tigers, and Bears. The Knights of Ren have 3 on the board. Star Fox is a formidable Protoss that knows all the Kyojin's tips and tricks. Will she be able to counter him here? It's going to be a fierce, fierce battle. Both players going their standard double gate cyber. The Kyojin drops a proxy, as does Star Fox. They're in almost the same location. I feel like Star Fox's is a little better protected against scouting. Maybe not, because you pop out the other side of this vision blocker right here. Double Stalker opener for the Kyojin. Double Adept for Star Fox. It's going to be a proxy gate for Star Fox. And it's going to be a proxy gate for the Kyojin. Kyojin's finishes up a little bit sooner than Star Fox's, as will his warp gate. But that's because Star Fox has proxied down in the bottom right corner, and the Kyojin scouts it. Wait, did the Kyojin scout the other proxy as well? No, just this one. Okay, but on the other hand, Star Fox has scouted the Kyojin's proxy, and the pylon might go down before the Stalker finishes unless Kyojin Chrono Boost and Chrono Boost soon. Does he have the energy? He does. Is he gonna drop the Chrono Boost? Not like this! Down goes the pylon. The Stalker will not finish. The Kyojin shuts down the bottom right corner proxy of Star Fox. However, her other proxy is still standing strong and unscouted. Star Fox drops another proxy pylon out on the map. She leaves one Adept to shut down the Kyojin's gate, but she ends up having to pull back to defend. Warp gate has now finished for both players. Kyojin was not able to take advantage of earlier warp gate timing due to that proxy being shut down, though. Oh, Kyojin's found the other proxy. Star Fox sallies forth to save it. 2 Stalkers get caught out for the Kyojin. You can't afford to lose 2 more. Star Fox does not go on the attack. She goes back to shut down the proxy, but that means she won't be able to save her second Nexus. Kyojin has dropped his own second Nexus. I'm actually on the edge of my seat, guys. Okay, Star Fox does pull back in time to save her second Nexus, but ends up leaving the proxy. She's trying to figure out where her priorities are, and apparently her priorities are in completing that other proxy. Kyojin is going for a Dark Shrine. Star Fox already has a well, both players have Twilight Councils on the field, obviously. They're both getting charge here as well. Army counts are even, worker counts are even. That's not quite gonna supply block Star Fox. Kyojin doesn't have his whole army out here. He actually can't engage. Star Fox repowers her other proxy gate. And it looks like we've kind of reset a little bit. Star Fox has gone up in army supply. Kyojin is up in worker supply. But Kyojin is also waiting for that Dark Shrine to finish. Star Fox warps in at the proxy. Kyojin does have this blocked off with a pylon. He can recall if he needs to. Star Fox chooses to take the other angle. She will get at least some damage done on the Kyojin's economy. There is no observer with this army, and Kyojin does have a Dark Shrine on the map. He's lost 13 workers. He needs to do equal damage on the other side. What is happening? Kyojin tries to drop a gateway to block off the top of the ramp. He does have this Nexus softened up, but he has a lot of work to do. This is now a full-on base race. Both players have recall. Okay, the Kyojin recalls home. He just recalls the DT. He recalled only the Dark Templar. This Dark Templar has the most work a Dark Templar has ever had to do, ever, in the history of ever. There is no robotics facility on the field for Star Fox. 0 workers to 8. Both players have proxies out on the map. However, Star Fox has no ability to produce an observer, so the Dark Templar, in theory, could pick off every single unit. Neither player has enough money to remake a Nexus. Kyojin doesn't know where all of Star Fox's proxies are. Star Fox knows where the Kyojin's proxy is, and she splits off a couple zealots to go deal with it. There was a Dark Templar. Uh-oh. Kyojin's building count is dwindling here, but so is Star Fox's army supply. The Kyojin can recall home! The Kyojin still has a recall! The Nexus is getting low on health. The Kyojin needs to recall now. Wait, no, he doesn't. He recalled the single DT. There's no recall on the field for Kyojin. Just the Nexus and just the Assimilator left. 2 DTs trying to hold down the fort, though. They're going to hold position on the ramp. It's just Zealots here for Star Fox. Kyojin has found the other proxy. The charge lots collapsed in on the Nexus. They will get the kill on the Nexus. Can they get the kill on the Assimilator afterwards? Oh no. No! GG is called! Star Fox takes the win! My god. What a close game. What that game came down to was literally the Kyojin focus firing the high health Zealots instead of the low health one first.
like his music? No.
I guess I'll break out the old Protoss bash and stick. This is my last game as a player eligible for the Tech 4 Diamond League. The score is 3-3. That was the Kyojin's final game in this league. Now it's my turn. Thank you for a good season, win or lose. I'm ready to play a good game of StarCraft. Who's with me, guys? Yeah! Two-time consecutive Diamond Team League Grand Champions, the Knights of Ren! Thank you! Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you to the administrators of the league. Thank you to my team. I guess me and Kyojin have graduated, and it's time for a new generation to kind of pick up the branches. This is really a wonderful thing for the community, and well, it matters to me that we won. It doesn't. What matters is that everyone improves, that everyone learns, that, you know, it's the coaching sessions, it's the interactions, and I hope people found new friends, new fellowship in the game, and grew as StarCraft players, and grew as people. 2 championships in a row. Wow. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned after Rilo Ken finishes up. There's a special presentation at the end, and I hope you guys enjoy. But other than that, I've been Renegade, and I'll see you in the next one.
Traitor! You ruined everything! We planned years for this, and you single-handedly messed it all up! Have you no loyalty for anyone in your life? I'll stab you through the chest, right through the chest, and drop you down and